So today, right, I'm at work and I saw somebody trying to commit a crime. Okay. Now, I don't mean a crime like skipping out on a bill. I don't mean a crime like petty theft. I don't mean a crime like trying to steal some of our glassware. I'm talking about these people were trying to commit a crime at my place of business, right? So I'm walking by. Actually, I was standing there. I was talking to the bartender, and some lady, older lady, walks around the corner. She's like, "Hey, are you the manager?" And I say, "Yeah, I am." She's like, could you be my superhero?" And I'm like, yeah, okay, what do you need? You know, I'm thinking it's gonna be some dumb stuff, whatever. So I walk around the corner. She's like, we really need a big favor. Could you copy some paperwork for us? And under no circumstances would I normally do this. It was super slow. I'm like, above and beyond. So I'm like, yeah, I'll copy some paperwork for you. Then it started getting funny. Then she was like, okay, but so some of these, and these are government documents that they got from a government office. She's like, some of this got kind of scuffed. She's like, could you block out these numbers like with some whiteout or some tape or something before you scan it and scan it without these numbers? I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna help you commit perjury. I don't know what these documents are. You know what I mean? So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that for you. And she's like, she's like, well, is there a higher up I could talk to? I said, I was like, I'm not highest up that's here right now. She was like, well, is there somebody you can call that's higher up? So I'm like, all right. I was like, hand me your papers. I'll go make a call. So I walked to the back. I didn't even call nobody. I walked to the back. I'm looking through the documents, right? I'm reading through the documents and it says, like, it's some lady's will. It has her name printed on it, like to her whole estate, power of attorney stuff, all of these things. So I'm like reading through this stuff. I'm like, oh, they're trying to steal some lady's money. They're really trying to steal some lady's money right now. So instead of making the copies of the papers for him at all, I just walked back there and I was like, yeah, I called the higher ups. They said I can't copy any of this for you at all. So sorry about that. Boom. Put the papers on the table, right? No big deal. I'm not gonna be any part of this fraud. Then I'm walking by this table, right? I'm walking by and the lady grabs me. She's like, excuse me, you're the manager, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm the manager. And this lady, I swear to God, must have had dementia. She was out of her fucking mind. So she was like, they messed up my order. I'm like, oh, what's wrong with your order? I could fix it for you. Like, I had these onion rings and then fries. I wanted half and half. She's like, I wanted half of them crispy. I wanted half of them regular. I said, on the onion rings? She's like, I want what I ordered. I was like, do you want me to just get you like a half order that's extra crispy? No, I want what I ordered. So I'm like, okay. I was like, well, let me go ahead and grab you. You know, I'll get you a new order, whatever. And she's like, in the fries, I wanted half crispy, half regular fries. I'm like, all right, well, I'll grab you that too, whatever. You know, I'm trying to be good people here. This lady's obviously fucking crazy. So, you know, I'm walking away. I guess it was her daughter or somebody came and grabbed me. She's like, oh, and just do the fries. I think she just mean the fries. Onion rings are fine. Don't worry about it. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll let the server handle it. Not my problem. Then, when she was leaving, no. Before she was leaving, she's sitting there and she sets up her phone camera and she puts it against the, like, with the face of it so you can see that she's recording, and she puts it facing like outward so she's recording everybody in the restaurant, right? So everybody's getting kind of pissed. Everybody's kind of mad that she's recording. They're like, I don't want to even go to that table. I don't want to, I don't know what she's recording for. Then she stands up, puts the phone up like this. She's recording herself, going around in circles, recording herself in the whole restaurant. It's funny too because they specifically asked, they had a notary there, right? This is why I think they were trying to commit the perjury. They had a notary there, and the notary was there to stamp those documents. And then they asked to make sure that they had a physical receipt for the restaurant, because they wanted proof that they were at the restaurant for some reason. So, I can't say no to giving them a receipt. So we had to give them a receipt. What made me think that this lady had dementia, when she was getting ready to leave after she was done recording, she goes up to the front desk, slams her box of fries on the table, or on the front desk, wants to speak to a manager. So I walk up there. I was like, all right, I'll come talk to you. And she starts asking me, or first she pulls out some money. She goes, here, this is for you. No, this is for the server, actually, my server. And she hands it to the host. She goes, this is for you. I was like, oh, it's not your server. She was like, oh. I was like, I'll make sure your server gets the money, though. And then after that, she's like, I still need my order corrected. I'm like, oh, what can we correct for you? She looks at the host again. She said, you tell me, what was my order? I was like, that wasn't your server. The daughter finally walks in. Mom, that wasn't, she doesn't say mom. I just assume it's the daughter. She goes, that wasn't our server. And she's like, well, you tell me. You tell me. She's pointing at me. You tell me, what was my order? I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, all I remember you telling me about is crispy fries. And she's like, well, bring it up on the computer. I was like, you already closed out. I can't bring it up on the computer. So then she's like, I needed one of every single one of your sauces with these fries. And the younger lady that I assume was the daughter is trying to tell her to get in the car. We have them. They're all in the car. They're all in the car. Everything's in the car. She's like, just get in the car, Mom. The car's right outside. She shoves the girl away. I know where the car is. I know where the fucking car is. She's like, I just went blind today. She looks at me. I just went blind today. If you just went blind today, you wouldn't know that half your onion rings weren't crispy and half of them were, okay? So I think she had dementia. Like I said, I'm not one to judge. I wasn't being rude. I was just telling her, like, what was up. And then her box of fries were sitting on the counter. She starts walking away. She turns back and comes back, grabs the box, right? Picks it up like she was gonna take it. Turns back around, slams it back down again onto the table. Finally walks out. And it's crazy because after I was talking about all this, somebody brought up to me that they heard the notary say that technically I think they were supposed to have a doctor present, because I think that old lady was the one that they were trying to get. She was trying to get power of attorney of to put her will in her name, but she wasn't competent enough to make that decision for herself, to make that younger lady, who I assume was the daughter, the power of attorney. So therefore, that's why they needed some of the numbers changed on those papers, because they're not going to scuff a government document like that. They're not going to mess it up. It's not going to happen. So I think because there wasn't a doctor present or somebody who could sign that paper, they were trying to get some stuff changed, have the notary stamp it there. Everybody's seen Pain and Gain. In Pain and Gain, you know, this homie little notary stamped it. I think that's what they were trying to do. I think they were doing some fishy stuff. They were trying to give her power of attorney and change some stuff in the will, because she was too incompetent. She was there. She was the one saying yes, and there was a witness, but there's no shot that she was competent enough to make that decision, because that lady was off her rocker. And as they were walking out, the younger lady apologized to me and said that they're taking her back to the hospital, implying that she was like in a more permanent living situation at a facility, and they weren't just going home. So I really think some stuff was up with this lady. So pretty sure that there was some perjury going on today. That was pretty wild. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started on the bar. We'll talk about that tomorrow, maybe. I had a guy at the bar that was just super nuts. It was insane what I was going through today with these people.